Hey, good day, people, individuals, creatures, or any primordial being that exists in this plane of reality or another dimension. Welcome. My name is Mehdi. People may know me or might not. Well, if you don't, this is your chance to get to know me, I guess. The purpose of making this video, doesn't have a grand purpose really, besides me feeling talkative, because I just finished my joint and I'm feeling very high. And unfortunately, there's no one to talk with, so yeah, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette to get a whiff, to get a buzz. So yeah, when I finish this cigarette, I'm gonna end this video. Simple, right? Yeah, it's a boring ass summer day, it's like what, 2 p.m., like the 6th of June of 2022. The most historic event in history, you know? Which kind of is because I'm talking to myself at night, recording myself. Cool. Yeah. There's not a not much topics to talk about, but well, boredom. The root cause of this boredom is like this monotony of life, like this never-ending cycle. It really is an unbroken chain. Well, people say you should. Sorry. Well, people say you should like swap this feeling with another feeling, which is happiness. A thing that people strive for, that state of atraxia, being content with yourself in your environment. And I believe that the environment does define you. Yeah. I mean, look at it. This environment led me to feel bored to the extent it made me want to talk with myself. Which bears the question, does truly happiness rely on doing more? Like being outside your comfort zone? And to be outside your comfort zone, which is to strive for more, and being more makes you think, like that stupid ass ontological question, like who am I, what am I doing, etc. uh, Makes you self-aware, and being self-aware of yourself is so scary. Hobbes said that the first feeling mankind ever felt, which is fear, of course, but that fear is the fear of the unknown, not knowing where you are. Because, as you can see, life has no meaning, and yeah, but you should create your own meaning, of course. But to back it up, like, how do you feel like yourself if you want to be more? Like, if you observe yourself, are you really you? Like the thought of me as an individual, am I really me at that point? It's a silent night. There's some breeze. That's meaningful enough. you know, Many people in this course of history and life and existence, reality, blah blah blah, they always try to find their own meaning via, I don't know, belief, science, anything. But to me, as an individual who has revolved 20 times around a giant burning sphere called the sun, it feels kind of decadent after all. Because we're just tiny specks floating around on the Milky Way with no proper guidance. Like, I mean, think about it. There's no tutorial to show us the way, so we always strive to new meanings. And the process of thinking of new things, the critical thinking of things, is essential for survival, I guess. Well, for example, it's a topic that I don't want to talk about much, which is religion in general, because in every religion there's a system that makes you in a box, you know, to feel more secure, to feel more belonged to a certain group, which makes you feel less insecure. But yeah, that's not the whole deal of religion to me. Well, from my perspective, from the perspective of a non-believer, which doesn't truly believe in religion because it's man-made, which is my belief, of course. Um, like the idea of ethics and morals and principles, they don't actually belong to religion. It's just human values, after all. You know. But what's more interesting is like the high ruler, the all-powerful God, as they might call it, whatever it is. I don't think it's a being, because to me it's more like the manifestation of everything, which can be backed up with science, of course. Like everything is interconnected to be more of itself, if it makes sense. But there's certain aspects of religion that should be considered, like, okay, that all-powerful God that they believe in, like rooting back to like the Abrahamic religions or others, like, okay, like Islam, Christianity, Judaism, they all have a root belonging to Zoroastrianism, the first monotheistic religion, believes in one God. And that God has many qualities and quirks and stuff. Like, for example, God is God is the all powerful, the all merciful, the all etc. etc. He has certain qualities that are perfect, right? Which is cool, impressive. But many people, they don't look at it that way. They just see him as a ruler or whatever. But backing it up, like how to be more content in your life, doesn't really add up to much. It's just, yeah, you should like more focus on yourself, right? There's a certain way how to focus on yourself in this subject, of course, if you believe in a god or don't. But yeah, like those qualities and quirks, they should be admired, right? They are admired by many people. Like, for example, to truly be more of yourself, to find meaning, you should maybe, just an opinion, maybe be like God. Not be God, like, you can try to be God, okay? If you can, do it. Fuck my cigarette. Yeah, for example, God is creative, right? Like he made the universe, solar system, the Milky Way, Andromeda, the universe, essentially. So he is creative, right? And why shouldn't you be creative as him? It, she, whatever. God can be a woman. Yeah, you should be creative to a human limit because you are human. Yeah, like be creative in your own way. Like make up new ideas, do some critical thinking, make up new technologies, be creative in art, do stuff. Like he is generous. Be generous, give to the poor. He is generous, he gave us many things, so be generous, I guess. So yeah, that makes you a decent human being, which is has many values in it. I think that's important. But yeah, take it from me if you want, from someone who believes that essentially everything is meaningless. but that also believes that you can create your own meaning in a world that is meaningless. Yeah. Thank you for watching, I guess, whoever you are, and peace.